The D.E.C.R method of teaching. Hi, this is Dave Hughes of Ernie Reyes of Martial Arts in Gallatin. Welcome back to my Life Coach Your Child series. Today we're going to be talking about the D.E.C.R teaching method. It's a great strategy and tool that you can use right off the bat. And if you employ this, with some practice you'll get better and better at it. But the more you use this, you can teach your child virtually any skill. This includes anything from how to do their homework, how to solve math problems, to how to play the piano or some type of musical instrument, especially anything that stacks like music, or especially any physical skill, like sports. If you want to teach a child how to hit a baseball really well and you're a dad and you're trying to coach him, or if your child's a gymnast or dancer, this will be a really good way to show them and help them to learn the movements more effectively and quickly. And of course, we use this in the martial arts as well. Now, the D in this method stands for demonstrate. You want the child to have a clear visualization of what a high level of performance should be. If you want, with today's technology, you have YouTube and other video sources where you can see world-class performances in almost any field. And if the child is seeing it at that high level, it's going to raise the bar of their expectations. And they can therefore visualize themselves doing it at that level. Also very helpful is if you have someone that that's performing it at a very high level that's their own age they can relate to. Sometimes if you have, for example, a gymnastics routine, you have somebody who's in their 20s that has been doing this since very early childhood. If you have a 6-year-old that you're trying to train, they may not be able to relate to that adult as well. But if they see one of the Pee-wee champions at their age group doing it, they can visualize themselves in their place very well. Now, the second letter, E, is for explain. To explain and give a core fundamental knowledge of what's going on. Have your child have a good understanding of what the skill that they're trying to learn. Now, you don't have to go into a huge amount of detail, but at least have a good working fundamentals down. They don't have to understand electrical circuits to be able to flip a light switch, but they should have at least the fundamentals down. And it's really helpful if there's common mistakes or challenges that they might run into. Let them know ahead of time so they're pre-framed towards that, and give them some ideas of how, if they hit this block in the road, how to get around it. Now, C is for correction. Correction. After they've got the idea and you get them started, they're going to make some mistakes. That's inevitable. Help them through that. Make the corrections. Now, using the PCP method, praise, correct, praise, is very powerful towards doing that. If you show them what they're doing right, then make your correction, and then give them positive attention for what they did right, not only is that going to help their learning process, but it's also going to build their self-esteem. An important study has shown that 80% of children, when they enter the first grade, have a high level of self-esteem. Unfortunately, only 20% still have that high level when they enter the third grade. And a lot of that has to do with how they're being corrected. If you're using the PCP method in your corrections and you're building their self-esteem with it, their learning process and their love of learning is going to go up geometrically. D, demonstrate. E, explain. C, correction. And 4 is the mother of skill, repetition. To do it over and over again until it becomes a habit and a natural movement. If it's a physical skill, until it's in their muscle memory. If it's their homework, okay, I know as soon as I get home, I put my things away and I start my homework before I watch TV, whatever it happens to be. But have that as a repetition so it becomes a habit. Then it's not an action of discipline or self-control. It's part of of who they are, so they keep it up.